Right, so I guess we're back to work. So we're dealing with some different challenges right now, or different tasks. So I have darn it, I'm busy with some back-end conversations. Right, so there's quite a lot happening. We're doing some migrations at the moment as we're moving. Right. So we're going to be testing some connectivity just now. So I guess one of the interesting things that we can put on the stream, or that you will learn in the stream, is, or see at least, is how you connect to an RDS instance, which simple AWS service, so managed database service. So we've just been given a host name by one of my colleagues. Right. That will right. That username does not look like the right username. So let's start management. Oh no, sorry. We need to, due to firewall rules, we need to connect to one of our dev workstations. Right. Yeah. Accept certificates. Happinesses. Ooh, warnings. Me checking event logs. Get rid of that. Can open up another management studio. Someone has messed with the graphics here. Right, waiting for management studio snap in to kick in. Right, now, you know, the horrible resolution. I guess it's good for obfuscation. Right, there we go. Need to take that username and pop that username in there, and then we need to pop in that and connect in. Oh, login failed. Let's just do this. So I need to grab this screen capture. Don't. And just send this to my colleagues so they know. I'm doing stuff off screen, obviously, because there's stuff here that you guys shouldn't see at all. Right, so we're waiting for confirmation about that. I need to also jump on to another server. So I'm testing connectivity, my production environments. Obviously, all the stuff is behind DMZs and firewalls and hosted environments. So. Okay. Waiting for details. Ooh, waiting for details. We need login credentials to be able to log into the server. Right. Okay. Can our people, or is maybe it might copy? Maybe it's a copy paster. Let's try that again. Maybe. Nope. Nope, it's not. Okay, well, let's do ping tests then. So we'll start with ping tests. So here's one of the tasks that I need to do. So let's not do ping tests. Let's do PowerShell tests. So I need to remember how to do this. And where did I do this last? Right, so I do it off this box. So I ran off PowerShell. No. Right. So just going to do some off-box stuff to get some PowerShell right. There we go. PowerShell TCP connection test. So how to use net connection. There you go. So we go to our trusted Stack Overflow post. So it is, the command is test net connection, and then port would help if I remember what port it was. 1433, I think. I'm sure it's 1433. SQL TCP port. I've done this. 1433 it was indeed. Right, so let's go back to this one. So then need that, then computer name, and the host name was very long host name. Oh jeez, why are you not working? Sorry, but this is really painful. Paste. Oh, there we go. Right, now it's working. Okay, let's see if we can connect her from this production machine. And yeah, okay. So RCMP won't work. There we go. So TCP test successful. So we can just copy out this result to our dear colleagues. We go here. Let me say. Okay, and Go back here, TCP Connect. So I'm typing off screen. Test from WHC data trunk R equals OK. Oh, and we flipped into Swedish keyboard. It's slightly annoying. So that happens. Come on. There we go. There we go. Back to English. So I just want to grab a screenshot of this, or a snip. So now you learn how to do, or this is how you test for TCP connections in PowerShell. Right, and this is the command that you use. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. That's the command, net test connect. So just what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this. I'm gonna drop it into here. Just format it so we can just copy paste it into our other servers, because we're going to do this a couple of times. Right, so right, then we go and we connect into, so we need to speak to that guy. This guy. And we do net connect. Let's see if it works. So echo TCP is going to fail. TCP connect. No good. That's nice. TCP connect fails. So worker node, our Tableau worker node 1, which needs connectivity, does not graft. Right, so do we have, oh yeah, failed connect. Sorry, just this is off screen, so when you got a failure, what we're looking for is that line there. So this is off one of our Tableau cluster servers. So we're going to jump onto the other Tableau cluster server. And we should be able to validate that we're going to get the same issue here. Right, so we're going to paste in and we run that. So here we go. Trying to connect to that IP, can't, and then trying to do a TCP connect, and we should fail. Right. I'm assuming that's going to fail. So we're going to connect to our primary node as well. Tableau management server. So you can see there it's a false failed. Right, here's our primary Tableau node, which probably also will fail. Now I'm assuming there's a routing issue. So we're going through one of our filtered routes that blocks T-SQL traffic, so we need to create another static route to get to this AWS instance. Right. Yeah, failed there too. So we're going to test our other production environment, well, our current production environment that we're migrating, which also holds our staging databases for this specific environment. So we're going to test connectivity from there too. Ooh, painful, painful, painful. So first things first, we need to go back to this box where we were able to do TCP connect. And we need to do a route print on this one, so we know what our routing table looks like for that host name. CMD. Right. So we're trying to get to that remote address, 10, whatever it is. Root print. Right, so we need to know 10, 12, so that it goes out through that gateway. Okay, so this is a fairly stock standard. We have a root, a persistent root for our AWS environment. So that's through non-filtered. That's our default as a filtered gateway. Right, so in this box, I can just go here and PowerShell. How slow this machine is. This machine should also fail, I think. PowerShell. Please start PowerShell. Okay, well, let's ignore that one for now. Let's worry about this guy. No, that's not our job. That's our TechOps job. So we need to start this in admin. Run as administrator on this box. Root print. This should not have that. No, it doesn't. So how do we add root? Command is root add, and what was that? Subnet. We'll treat it as an A mask. 10 or B mask 10.12.0 because that's how it was treated as on our other server. Right, and then gateway is 10.200.250, and then we make it persistent. Right, so gateway is created. Let's test this again. So our RCMP ping test should fail, but connect works. Yay! Right. So now we go back here. Now I want to add these roots. Mark. Copy out that root. The primary worker. Oh my! Inactive. There's no inactive. Right, so this box is not starting. I don't know what this thing is doing. Right, let's go back to this one that has updates installed on it, which, holy crap, how dangerous is that? So we need to run admin command prompt. We need to paste root add p. Right, so now if we go back here, that false value you see on the screen there should then be okay, true. Yay! Okay, so obviously we're filtering RCMP or RDSs, so they don't want to be spammed. A denial of service attacked. Right, that was one box. Here's the other. Seriously, updates pending. We got a good TechOps team. Look after all our infrastructure. Right, so then we go paste, added persistent root, test connectivity, and that false should now become true. Yay! Right, so that's our Tableau service can now communicate. So now, and we've established that one works. Now, This guy, where PowerShell doesn't want to cancel. Come PowerShell. Right, let's just check. Okay, we got that persistent root here, so it should actually work on the server. So if we go wherever it is, I think it's here, this one. So if we go, we copy this. We go back here, and we go here, and we go, oh, let's run it. We're waiting for TCP response, and true, great. Right, so we can go back into our little migration chat, and we can say validated TCP connection on WHC DT blue 2 WHC data trunk R VHC Tableau pry, and on VHC Tableau worker 1 and 2. Don't const SSH to AWS Tableau server to validate connectivity, but that needs to be done by 10 minutes to stop. So they're asking me now to stop an ETL. So I've given them 10 minutes to stop, which means I need to then go and just disable some ETL jobs. So I'll do so here. Let's just refresh, make sure nothing's running. Okay, cool. So need that one to be disabled, and that one to be disabled. Next one is at file. Okay, disabled it. Some other more stuff here. The maintenance I can disable, and that's irrelevant. And scan latency 17th I don't need to disable. Right. ETL disabled for green. So that's what I just shut down now. You know, obviously I'm typing off screen, so you're not seeing what I'm doing. But just telling you what I did. They've asked me to shut down ETLs. Right. So right, let's test this connectivity, or this. Let's try to connect as that admin user again from that machine. Oop. Right, let's see if it now connects. Oh, yes it does. Right. 1 second. Cheers, mate.
That's right. It was a jam.
Yeah. Right. 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 Okay.
You heard the process there?
Yeah.
Yeah, open
No.
why?
Oh, yes,
I think it's fine.
the small one is your classes. Yeah, it's for multiple. Right, so right, so we're doing some stuff off screen, arguing about users because users were created using the RDS admin tool, which is then not, the users aren't being seen here for some odd reason. logged in with this user, which should be a sysadmin user. Oh, right. That's nice. Right, we're having some debates up and down around ETL config and that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so first of all, just need to check what version I'm running here. So I can just go and pull source control. Should be running 2017, hopefully. If not, then we need to fix that. And obviously Visual Studio is crashing. There we go. Oh, right, so it's stopped. So that can't be used. I'm pretty sure I installed Visual Studio 2017. Yes, I did. Right. So let's have a look. So first of all, check right version. Yay, right version. Okay, let's see what, yeah, we have SS toolbox. So Team Explorer. Right, that's no good. Right, so this is the wrong credentials. That's the right ones. Re-enter credentials. Just need to update my password that changed. Right, so what the hell is that? Right, so we need to take that one and connect. What the hell is that? ETL green? Right, it's gonna map in. Right, so we're busy pulling out source repositories. Boom. Then we're gonna go source control explorer. Right, so we have and we have delta ETL. Right, so I'm gonna grab this guy. Obviously I need to shut down my local. I'll check that don't have this open. I want to re-pull this guy, so we're gonna go into here, just going to push my changes. Yeah, because I had stuff to check in. Right, then we're going to close this project. Right, so we're now up to date, so we can go back here and say, ooh, let's re-pull this guy. Yes! I want to overwrite. There you go. And we go and reopen this guy. Right. All's up to date, all is good. Let's go and look at this. Yeah. Let's go and look at these guys, because this is where we need to repoint. Right. Marco? Right, so now we have this connection is now going to change. So things are driven by Windows Authentication. So unfortunately we now need to update this. Now, if memory serves me right, these are driven by, are they driven by this? No, it's not. So maybe now it's time. No, yes, no, yeah, actually, no, now is not the time. So, this guy is not going to point there, he's going to point to another server. Just need to find that notepad. Where did I put the note? Oh, it's on that guy. Right, so that's the server. Right, that's the server. We're running SQL Server Authentication now, and passwords are going to not be shown. I'm going to take this off screen. Oh, I can't take this off screen. Can I? Yep. Oh, there we go. Right. So I'm just going to do things like this. So obviously can't see what I see. And I'll say okay. Right. We have a validation error, but that kind of makes sense because guess what? The database does not exist. So if we go into these guys, ooh, but it's okay. We're just we're waiting for things. So what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to change this connection and try to log in as the other user. That's the password. Just want to see that this guy can connect, so that looks good. What? Okay. That was interesting. So we're going through checklist again. So the checklists or tasks that I had to do were check connectivity, which I've done. It's only 2 servers listed, but I've done it of more. I need to stop an ETL, which I've done. I needed to check connectivity. So I've done the check connectivity. Right. I needed to update the green connection strings, which is what I've been working on, which obviously validation fails because, woohoo, sitting there, we don't have a database. I mean, I can go into this guy and I can how do I do this now? Ah, there you go. Obviously, the database does not exist because they haven't restored the database. So I've completed all my tasks. I'm just asking the question about when the restore is going to be done. And I'm waiting for answers. Okay, so backup is 55% done. So that means that we're probably waiting for a while. Right, and obviously after, well, we're backing up to, yes, we're expecting an hour or so for the backup file to get dropped onto our S3 bucket. And then after there, the restore is quite fast on the RDS, so that's fine. So we're going to be waiting now for a while, so I'm going to tell these people. I'm just going to tell them I will continue on my NBTY work as I and continue once We're having some conversations in the background. I'm getting asked if there's anything else I can do on the ETL code, and I'm saying I'm basically just waiting to update connection strings. And I've checked out source code, which I've done, and I'm sitting waiting to connect, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing else here for me to do until such time. So I am therefore going to close this, and we're going to go back to our little MBTY project, which is this guy, which is working weirdly. Well, it works, it adds records, and you can update. Store manager needs, so this code needs to be updated too, and there's probably where things are breaking, because I need to add that Dutch thing here as well. So the way we do that is we go here and we say main store manager. So if we go and close this, so this works. I can close this. Right, and then we go here, and we go edit. Right, so we have this other thing going. Then we have our data sets. So this data set, we go properties, is select star from, ooh, nice, fresh fields. We should have another field here now. Fresh fields. We should have is Netherlands field name. Right, so we can go here and we can go and say we want to insert column to the right, and that guy is going to be is NL, and this is going to become is nether store. Oh, that was ugly. I want to just, I don't like text wrapping. We're gonna change the text direction of this thing. Right, so writing mode. Oh, how do I do it here? Properties. Oh god, this is now alignment. Order visible interactive selection. So I have no idea how to do it here. I have no idea how to do it. Because I need a property window on the side where text direction can be decorated. Yeah, okay, that's nice. I have no idea how to do it here. So, well, the only thing we have to do then is maybe make it a bit, well, made it wider. Let's shrink it a bit, because we don't need to be this big. Squeeze it down to there. Yep, that looks good. If we now run this, we should have a lot of no's at the end. No, 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 no. Right, great. That looks good. Go back to designer. I'm going to save this guy. Yes, 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 source control. We don't have source control. Not on these SSRS jobs, at least. Right, so if we go and look here. Oh, there we go. Right. No, 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 no. All right, cool. So if we click on one, and say no, view, and we should have no change between the two. It shouldn't break. That's nice. And now we have phone call. Hey, Terry. Yeah, no, there's currently we're busy migrating the RI data mod to AWS. So basically, what I found is the following: the underlying subsystem carries all the data required. Data is there. There's something funny happening in Tableau, and I've gone through it. I don't have a key for desktops, but I'm gonna assume that I can download a trial version. Well, if you can get a key, because then I can just install and run it. But I don't know if I need to just yet, because I found a way of like, you know, I refresh the data set, now I look in SQL and see what views are being pulled, and then I go and I look at the data and I see, is there something that would filter? My feeling is that there's something weird happening in Tableau, and one of the things that I discovered was that if you go and you look at the aggregated data set, you will see that underlying subsystems, so the views that Tableau uses, carries all the data you need for like the last 13 months for Smith's Toys. But when you look at Tableau, you only see 50 days worth of data in like the aggregated SLA performance report. So, and that's strange. So what I'm saying is that I'm not 100% sure. And then we have that other outlier report where it shows everything except the last 50 days. So you know, it goes up till the 16th of April, which is really awkward. Yeah, no, would be great. Would be great. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Trying to get it done. Okay. All right. Cheers, man. Bye. Right. Okay. I'm just testing or doing, there's some communication in the background, or we're busy up and down on this RDS migration. So we're just checking what's happening with the backups. So backups are done and verified, and I'm just checking who's doing the actual S3 upload. And we'll see what happens there. I am, well, back to this problem. So this works now, and we know it works. And we can also, sorry, reconnect to our server we care about for this thing, which is that server. Right. And the database is called reports ODS. And then we have some tables. Now we have an auditing table, that one, which should have no, well, this should have an audit record for what we just did now. Order, or it shouldn't actually, by one descending. Right, we should have, ooh. Oh yes, we do, we audit every query. So you can see what happened, force update. That was what I just did now. I just checked that. So this seems to be working fine. We need to check in the store IDs table as well. So just to check, oh, that's a problem. No, it's not a problem. Never mind. Forget about it. Right, so we didn't insert a dirty record, which is good. Right, so we're now auditing all activity on the store manager thing, which is the one that updates or inserts, not the listing tool. Landing page. So now we need to look at the procedures that manages these. So we have some reports. So if we go back here and we go to MBTY reports, where's MBTY reports? Right, and we have all items cancelled by store. So here's a report. Right. What we need to do, so this runs subscriptions. It runs data-driven subscriptions. Oh, it doesn't. Why? Oh, now I remember. Yes, there should be a data-driven subscription. I want to check. All that's cancelled by store report. Click connect reports requiring action. So I'm just trying to find the ones that are running. I'm just trying to see the subscriptions on this thing, and we should see a data-driven subscription somewhere here. Waiting for. Right, there we go. Ooh. Right. Why are these timed? Oh, right. It is a data-driven subscription. So, I just want to see what this thing calls. Just want to look at the data set that this thing pulls from. You can see here it generates some stuff. Right. So MBTY3 subscription, click and collect report. So these things, so this so this store procedure is what we need to work on. So if we go to here and go to our store procedures, so there's, you can see here, so this is 1, 2, 3. So let's just have a look at this first one. So this is click and collect orders requiring action report. Click and collect orders requiring action. So if we're going to modify this thing, it goes and selects stuff out from MBTI report data. By store ID. It's weird. I lost. We're looking at this. And what does this? It's the same one. Oh, I missed the word subscription. There we go. There we go, that's better. So, store ID, store name, email addresses, what are. Report ID 3. Right, cool. So, I mean, this query is quite, boom, and it goes and generates 900 and something odd lines. Yeah, right. So we need to, so since this is a, we need to put another, we need to put a where clause, where. So what we want to do is we want to parameterize this thing because we can use this one for actually maybe not. So we're going to create, where is NL equals no. Makes sense, right? Boom, 908, all good. We've not destroyed anything, but we have made sure that our Dutch stuff is filled out. So now we've got some comms on our thing. We're saying, can we have the password? Right. Okay, so we've altered the one subscription. Maybe what we should do is just go here and filter. Name contains subscription or subscr. Right, there we go. So we can see we have 2. Just going to modify that guy. And we put the same, just the same red clause. Run that. Should have, yep, same result. We can update that one. So now we've done 2 store procedures. I don't know if there is a third one, but we can have a look. How's that? Okay, that's other crap. Done. Right, now. Okay, now we just remove that filter. Let's have a quick look. 1, 2, 7 days not collected. Don't know where this. Yeah, this is a different. Okay, so this is something else. This is. I don't know what the fuck this is. Okay, so this is an actual report, but it just pulls stuff. Right. This is real stupid. Hard-coded database names. That's really bad. Right. Okay, so 7 days not collected. I know that one is being run. So we need to check it out. Right, I'm gonna stop. I'll be back later.